I am Lee, and I'm happy with my smile.
And I'm other Lee, and I ain't happy with my smile.
I went to White, Greer, and Maggard, and they fixed my smile for me.
And I never smile, and that's why I'm having some alone time here at dinner.
I love that I can go to White, Greer, and Maggard with all my questions.
And I love that I don't have to brush my teeth at night.
Don't be like this, me. Go to White, Greer, and Maggard for a picture-perfect smile.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
1,876 small businesses in Kentucky were financed by Whitaker Bank last year.
Whitaker Bank helped 2,415 Kentucky families make a house a home last year by financing their mortgage.
Over $3 million loaned to Kentucky families and small businesses to help them achieve their dream.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter, locally owned and operated since 1972.
I'm not happy with my teeth. They're not straight enough.
Let me fix them for you.
No. You are not White, Greer, and Maggard.
I'm sort of like White, Greer, and Maggard. I'm local, love smiles, love to fix things.
No.
Sorta you isn't you. White, Greer, and Maggard, where a beautiful smile is just the beginning.
You are looking live at Lafayette High School. William Warfield here with you. Courtside as we bring you the 43rd District. One of the semifinals here tonight as you've got the boys in action now. It's going to be Dunbar taking on Lexington Christian Academy. Number 1 versus number 25 in the state. And unfortunately, one of them is going to have to go home tonight. The other one will move on to playing a championship game against Lafayette. And that game will be on Friday night. But the other big thing is the winner of this ball game qualifies for the 11th region 11th region tournament, and they'll be playing that over there at Eastern Kentucky again this year. They were supposed to originally going to go over to Frankfort, and they had a little mix-up there with the schedule, but they will be playing 11th region over there at Eastern Kentucky again this year. So. Big game here tonight for LCA. You got the future versus the present here in this one's how we're building this one up. And, of course, how about the big three there for Dunbar? When you're talking about Jordan Lewis, you're talking about Mr. Brown, and then Darius Williams, who's a Mr. Kentucky basketball candidate for the Bulldogs. Scott Chalk. Couldn't spit that out. Scott Chalk is the head coach there for Dunbar. He came over from Franklin County 3 or 4 years ago and has built a good program here at Dunbar. Of course, Nate Valentine, you heard him on the broadcast yesterday with us here at Lafayette High School, and Lexington Catholic and Lafayette played. Nate Valentine did a little color commentating. He's got a second career if you wanted to do the work on that, but he definitely can color commentate on a basketball game, no doubt about that. But His team, the Lexington Christian Eagles, they have got some stars too. To start with senior Trevor Hill, who probably Mr. Hustle Award, Mr. Comeback Player Award. You name it, the kid gives it his all out there on the court. Then you got, of course, Kyle Rode, the freshman, number 22 there for LCA. Carter Hendrickson's been a guy that's stepped up real big since he came back off his foot injury and got into the lineup. And I really like the look right now of both teams, as both teams ready to play this one. But we can't forget about Trey King either. Trey King, one of those guys out there that could have a big game. LCA, young, inexperienced. Dunbar, veteran leadership on their team. And Dunbar, when you think about top teams in the state, you think about the Bulldogs. Some polls have them 1, some polls have them, as high as number 3. But I think safe to say with their schedule, no doubt about it, that they are the number 1 team in the state, if you ask me. Gary Ball will be joining us here shortly, as he's in heavy traffic right now. There's a lot of people coming to this ball game, evidently. And Gary trying to find a parking spot outside. He had to film the ball report tonight, so he'll be here in just a few minutes. So I'll kind of keep you entertained until he gets here. LCA going to be the visiting team on the scoreboard. Fan base rising to their feet as you see in front of us. Might be hard to get the shot of them on the starting lineup here, but Carter Hendrickson being introduced. There's the senior Trevor Hill, number 10. Freshman Kyle Rowe. There's Trey King. How about Austin Hall? Austin Hall's had a big season too there for LCA. I just got people walking in front of it. There's a lot of people in here right now. Coach Nate Valentine, we mentioned him, and Coach Scott Chalk and his Dunbar Bulldogs. There's a couple players we did not talk about. Jordan Lewis wasn't one of those guys. Jordan Lewis getting a start tonight. There's Dontel Brown. There's Tavion Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth, one of those guys too. There's Kelly, Justin Kelly. And Justin Kelly getting it done. And here's Mr. Williams. Darius. Well, he looks like a Mr. Basketball candidate, don't he? The kid can play. Works hard for those extra buckets. We'll take you in the Dunbar huddle before we start this ball game. Dunbar and LCA about to go after it here in Lexington. Coach Coach Chalk. I was thinking Scott True there at Lexington Catholic for some reason, but Coach Scott Chalk talking with his team before they head out on the floor to take on the hungry LCA Eagles. Dunbar won both matchups so far this season against them. Trey King going to jump one-on-one here with Brown. And the ball's up, and it's picked up Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth gives it up here to Lewis. Jordan Lewis. Hollingsworth down inside now. Kyle Rowe came up with a loose ball, tried to tap it out, and it's picked up by Hollingsworth. Jump shot, no good. Rebound underneath, blocked by Trey King. And Trey King with the basketball. He needs some help. There's Hendrickson. Now Trevor Hill will bring the ball at the floor. We just got started as the Dunbar Bulldogs and the Lexington Christian Academy Eagles. The ball goes out of play. It will go back to Dunbar. This one's going to be a defensive gem, I got a feeling. Lewis going to bring the ball up here for Dunbar. PLD. Lewis, he'll take that three. He drops it in like it's hot. 3-0. Hendrickson gets it in the road. Dunbar with the first hoop of the ball game. 3-0. It was a Jordan Lewis three. Kyle Rode swings it over in the corner. Hall back out top here to Hill. Back over to Hall. They look inside, and a little bit of miscommunication there by LCA. So Dunbar will have it back, moving left to right on your screen. Mr. Gary Ball has arrived. Hard to find a parking spot out here in Lafayette with all these people here today. There's Lewis again with another three. He's got back-to-back threes. 6-0 Dunbar. Hendrickson gets the ball in the road, and we're going to have a quick foul called against Dunbar. So the foul against the Bulldogs. Mr. Gary Ball joining us. And Gary, I know it's hard to find a parking spot out there in all those.
That wasn't it. It's all the lights and traffic to get all.
Well,
it's hard to get here from WKYT in 20 minutes.
Nicholasville Road and New Circle Road, I'm sure.
I made it.
Kyle Rowe with the basketball. I'll let you catch your breath.
Yeah, thanks.
Trey King with the basketball now as he goes inside, and a little floater no good. Rebound Darius Williams as he gives it up quickly to Lewis. Lewis with 2 threes in the ball game. That's our only score right now. Williams, he'll take a long three. That went off the back of the iron. Rowe comes down with a rebound, and Kyle Rowe, the freshman for the Eagles, gives it up to the senior, Trevor Hill. Hill back over the road. They work it over to the left wing here to Hall. Hall being picked up there by Hollingsworth. That's an interesting matchup. They look down low. Kyle Rode, he's posting up on his man. Turnaround hook shot no good. King got a piece of the ball as he was trying to rebound, but Williams took it away. Williams, the other end of the court, couldn't get it to fall, and Hall comes out of there with the basketball.
That's what Dunbar does so well, though, William. They really take the ball to the basket, so LCA is going to have to contend with that. And LCA's got to get going here scoring. I mean, it's already 6-0, so they need to get off the snide here.
2 big Jordan Lewis 3-point baskets. That's the difference.
Lineups looks like it's Darius Williams, Tavion Hollingsworth, Lewis, our guy that we like, Kelly, and Dontel Brown.
Yes, sir.
I'm ready to go if you're ready to go.
Well, let's have it, Mr. Ball.
And that with the left side is going to be Hill. He's looking down low, comes out top to Rode. Rode only a freshman, as we talk about so much. Justin Kelly's got him defensively. Rode kicks it over now to Hill. LCA, of course, got here by that big win the other night, and Dunbar, the number 1 seed, this is their first game in the tournament. Hill in trouble and getting the hand on his Hollingsworth. Good job there tracking it down, though, for LCA was Austin Hall. Skip it over to Kyle Rode. He needs a three, and he knocks it down.
Kyle Rode from way back.
Well, that was a deep three. That was from right back here at the parking lot where I just had trouble getting the spot out there. Down low, Dontel Brown, and it rolls out, tapped up, coming out of there with it, Carter Hendrickson.
I really like Carter Hendrickson. This kid is going to grow on LCA like.
If you're wondering why I'm late, folks, I taped my Scholastic Ball Report TV show tonight. Came straight here. They couldn't get it over in 10 seconds. Turn it over to Dunbar. That's a mental mistake right there.
That was a quick 10-second count, too.
It was quick, I agree. And taped the show tonight. Madison Central was out there, Coach Feldhouse, and then we had a scholar from Otto. Great feature on the Hazard Perry County Central game that went into 3 overtimes. We got a feature on that. That's coming up Saturday at noon on the CW. Glad to be here. Hook shot, and that won't go there for Williams. Picked up by Brown, and King in there battling. Big Trey King said, get that out of here.
King with a second block of the ball game.
Trevor Hill, and that's obviously why I'm dressed up like I went to a funeral. 6-3.
You look like Steve Harvey dressed like $1 million out here.
LCA's road. He got him going with that three. He goes to Hall, launches, good. Austin Hall. We're tied at 6.
He had all the time in the world out there on that left wing and drains it.
What a great pass by Rode, too, to find him out there, William.
Yes, it was.
Kelly hands it over to Darius Williams, the 11th Region Co-Player of the Year with Tisdale at Henry Clay.
Got a big battle between student sections tonight, too. That is amazing.
I'm just shocked it's not packed in here, though. Here's a shot by Williams, and he knocks down the 3. I tell you, that's all we've had in this game is all 3-pointers. Am I correct?
All 3-pointers, that's right.
5 of them, to be exact.
Yep, 3 for Dunbar, 2 for LCA.
9-6.
Nobody can get open inside.
Down low, Kyle Road, and he looks in the corner again, reverses it up and in. He's not a freshman. He doesn't play like a freshman.
He plays like a college
Williams, another 3 off the mark, rebounded nicely by big 6'7" Trey King, making his presence felt down there. Williams had a couple of block shots here before I got here. Down the lane, Carter Hendrickson, left hand up and in. He doesn't play like a sophomore.
You know what? He protected the basketball, kept it below his shoulder on the left side there as he knew that people were behind him getting ready to try to block the shot.
Shot out of the corner by who else? Hollingsworth. 3-pointer, 12-10. The lead is for Dunbar after LCA held it for all of about 15-20 seconds.
It is raining threes in here. Hallelujah.
And it's raining outside, literally. King's got it high post. Handing out to Hall. Trevor on the dribble, little 15-17. Got it! Jumper there by Trevor Hill.
Those rims are on fire right now.
It's 12 all on Hill's jumper.
I like the pace of this one.
Darius Williams back over to Hollingsworth. He thought about another 3 attempt. Goes in on Hendrickson out of the left side. That shot won't go there for Lewis. Coming out there, a long pass to King. Great grab on Brown, knocked away and stolen though by Jordan Lewis. We're tied at 12. Lewis down the middle, kicks it over to Darius Williams, lines up to 3, got it.
Wow. You know what? LCA, they got a height advantage right now on Dunbar in this one. They need to keep the ball up high. You don't want to put it down. Jordan Lewis will take that ball every time.
Dunbar had been ranked number 1 in the state quite a bit this season. Here's Rowe, little floater. Won't go. Kyle goes back after it, and it's tapped out. And they say last touch by Lexington Christian. I thought that looked like Lewis or Kelly might have got a hand on that. 1:16 to go, William. It's 15-12. Gary Ball with William Warfield. Thanks to all of our sponsors tonight as well, William.
That's right.
UK Sports Medicine, White Greer Maggard, Central Bank, Whitaker Bank, Bob Roberts Insurance, Raising Cane's, One Love. 15-12. The ball's Hollingsworth, dumps it back to Lewis. Lewis hit 2 threes early, and that one rolls off of there. Kelly there battling to a little bit of an elbow. And is the official going to call that elbow, or is he going to call a foul on Lexington Christian? Going to call a foul on LCA. Foul went on Trey King. I thought he threw an elbow from up here.
It's
the foul must have happened before that.
Yeah, I was going to say it might have happened before the elbow.
Lewis to Williams, lines up a long 3, got it again.
This guy's on fire.
Darius Williams, that's why he's the Mr. Basketball finalist, along with Tisdale out of Henry Clay. Right side King. 2 regions had co-players of the year, so they both are Mr. Basketball finalists. And in this region, Darius Williams and Isaiah Tisdale from Henry Clay. Here's King out of the right side, and that rolls off. It hit the run. That was going to bounce in for him. And I saw Daniel Brown, the coach of Henry Clay, in the gym here tonight, watching these 2 teams play. Their district final, I believe, is tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, Scott County and Henry Clay.
He's getting ready for the 11th region, scouting out some of these teams, isn't he?
Absolutely. Out of the left side. That 3-pointer knocked down by Tavion Hollingsworth. Dunbar cannot miss. My goodness. 21-12. Dunbar leading by 9 over Lexington Christian Academy. We'll return here with second quarter action in the White Greer Maggard High School Basketball 43rd District semifinal game.
I'm not happy with my teeth. They're not straight enough.
Let me fix them for you.
No. You are not White Greer and Maggard.
I'm sort of like White Greer and Maggard. I'm local, love smiles, love to fix things.
No.
sorta you isn't you. White, Greer, and Maggard, where a beautiful smile is just the beginning.
If you're wondering, we got the stat monitor here tonight, and Dunbar, my goodness, 7 for 10 behind the three-point line first quarter. 70%. That's remarkable. I'm glad Leanne and W hooked me up with this stat monitor again because I got here late. Game had already started, but man, oh man.
Well, you do realize what you just said. They didn't hit any twos in that first quarter. It was all threes for Dunbar. 7 times 3, 21, my friend.
And 9 points for Darius Williams, 8 for Brown. And there's a shot put up and in.
That's another 3.
Kyle Rode, that's 7 for Rode, and he had a big 3. That's 8, 21-15. And Lexington Christian trying for the first time to get a win tonight and get in the 11th region tournament. Can you believe they've never played in the 11th region tournament?
Mm-hmm.
That's unbelievable. Well, you can think about the district they play in and figure it out.
Yeah.
To the basket, Hollingsworth off glass, good. Tavion Hollingsworth, he's got 8 points now.
That's the first deuce in the ball game for Dunbar.
23-15, 8-point lead for the Bulldogs. Kyle Rode knocked away, dangerous pass stolen by Lewis. He drives down, puts it up, no, and blocked by Hendrickson. A foul that's going to be called on Carter Hendrickson.
Lewis was going in for the dunk.
LCA 6 of 10 from the field, 3 for 4 behind the arc. Dunbar 8 for 18 from the field. Rebounding right now, the rebounding 7-7. Both teams with 7 rebounds. You know, Jordan Lewis is kind of the X factor for this Dunbar team, I think.
Oh, yeah, he's been all season, I think. Obviously, Hollingsworth has stepped up, and you got, Williams and Brown has really brought their games this year, but I think Lewis is the difference maker. I'm with you.
That lead 10 for Dunbar, 25-15 is the largest lead that they've had in this ball game. Rode has got his game going. He's got 8 points already. King goes in the middle now to Trevor Hill. Hill stops on the free throw line. Bullseye. Boy, Hill's got a nice mid-range jumper.
It looks good tonight, don't it?
25-17. Williams kicks it around, and they just checked into the ball game. Is Jordan Brown. He's got the ball now to Darius Williams. He lines up another deep 3. That's off the mark, but there's Dontel Brown to clean it up.
Dontel Brown.
27-17. I'm still a little surprised this gym isn't packed.
Well, the people keep coming in the door, though.
Hill almost lost it. He had the road open, gets it to him. 3-pointer, bullseye. Well, Kyle Rode has brought his game.
Twin Cities.
Rode has 11 now. 27-20. And quickly to the basket. Laying it up and in. The officials are going to talk about it. Lewis. Coach Valentine talking to the officials saying they should wave it off. See what they do here. The LCA fans very upset. They're going to bring the coaches over. Of course, Dunbar wants the basket to count, William, obviously.
Yeah, let's see what the official's going to rule here. I mean, they can always come back up here for the replay, right?
Well, I really appreciate this stat monitor from WL Stats. I just got a text from Eastern Kentucky, and they said we got to bring our own laptop or iPad or something for the stats next week at the 11th region.
That's all right.
Yeah, we can handle that. I mean, we are PrepSpin.
Yep, we got it.
And they took that basket off. It's 27-20 Dunbar. Wave the basket off. So Dunbar will keep possession. Kelly gives it now to Lewis. Gary Ball, William Warfield here. 43rd District. Championships are Friday. Boy, Lafayette girls looked impressive earlier, didn't they?
They sure did.
Clark deep out of the left side. In and out. Good box out and tracked down by Kyle Rode.
Kiara Pankins of Lafayette missed a triple-double by 2 rebounds.
Bad pass by Lexington Christian. Bad pass, and Hill goes over and talks to the freshman Rode, settling down a little bit. Not sure where he was throwing it to.
Well, Trevor's got a big interest, probably more than anybody in this ball game.
Because he's a senior.
He's a senior. This could be his last game, and he doesn't want to be in his last game.
27-20. Lewis, bounce pass down low, picked off by King. Then stolen away by Brown. He loses the handle on it. Brown almost tied up. They swing it around to Lewis in the corner to Hollingsworth. He goes baseline, and he's bumped there. And he's bumped by King. That's 2 on King now. That'll get up off the LCA bench. That will get Austin Hall back in.
Coach Valentine's going to have to, whisper in King's ear and says, hey, man, do not put that ball down on the court. You just can't do it. Not in this game.
So King goes out with 3 points. Hollingsworth working on Kyle Road, 27-20. Dunbar lead in leather. Hollingsworth going baseline. Dumps it back to Brown. Throws it up off balance, and it rolls in. Nice tough shot by Dontel Brown.
You just got to feel around that basket right there. Good feel for it.
Road. Over to Carter Hendrickson to Trevor Hill. Hill in trouble. Now gets it across the line. Goes to Kyle Road. Road back out top. Carter Hendrickson. He lines up the three. No good. Rebounded though by Hall. Hall. He dumps it back now to Trevor Hill. 5:06 to go in the first half. 29-20. Dunbar leading Lexington Christian. Road, who's been outstanding with 11 points and 3 rebounds, gives it to Carter Hendrickson. Hendrickson back now to the senior Hill. Under 5 minutes here in the first half. Kick it over now to Hunt. Deep in the corner to Road. Kyle Road brings it back out. Good pass, no look, and a nice finish there by Austin Hall.
That was a good look. You're right. A laser pass inside the paint. Dunbar caught off guard.
29-22. Let's look at some numbers. Dunbar's cooled off a little bit, William. They were 7 of 10 from 3 in the first quarter. Right now they're 7 of 12. They do have 8 rebounds, 9 rebounds for Lexington Christian. 11 points for Road. He leads LCA. And 9 points for Darius Williams. He leads Dunbar's attack. What a great balanced Dunbar attack. You got 8 points for Jordan Lewis, 8 for Hollingsworth, and 9 for Williams, the big three, as they call it.
Yeah, the big three. I think you have to consider those guys the big five now. I think everybody in that starting lineup deserves credit because they are such a good team.
29-22 here. Thanks again to our sponsors tonight on this broadcast. They make it possible. I got the list somewhere. I get a little bit running behind here tonight because of the TV show.
4:40 left to go in this first half, and it's went by quick, and it's been exciting.
Well, Dunbar just lights out from three-point range in that first quarter, hit 7 3-pointers. I don't think I've ever seen that in a high school game. A team hit 7 threes in one quarter.
Yeah,
that's a good game for a lot of people.
That's pretty special.
29-22. Vince Clark, the instant offense. Kelly, the swing it around Lewis, back to Williams. Lewis back to Justin Kelly, the great soccer player. All-state soccer, and a great student at Dunbar. Clark might have got away with a travel. Gives it back to Kelly. Lewis over to Darius Williams, and Hall cuts him off on the corner. LCA in the zone. Kelly. Swing it back around to Williams. LCA playing really good defense right now. Dunbar looks like they're going to back it out of there a little bit.
The LCA's kind of in that 3-2 right now, that zone defense.
Six turnovers by LCA so far. Lewis thought about it. Hollingsworth is out of the ball game right now. But Vince Clark is an outstanding scorer. He's in the left corner. Kelly and Lewis just play catch out front of that. Looks like a 3-2 zone, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is 3-2.
From up here. I thought for a moment it was a 1-2-2, but Hunt's back near that free throw line. 3:24 to go here in the first half of action. 29-22. Williams. Little jumper off the mark. Nice rebound by Road. Kyle Road really timed that jump. Rebound. Well, he's got 4 rebounds now to go with those 11 points.
He reminds me of the guy that played in Minnesota, Wally Zerbiak. You remember that guy?
I sure do. He played at Miami of Ohio.
Yeah, he played there too, yeah.
Knocked away there.
I'm talking about in the NBA.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He played in the NBA. You're right. Played for the Wolves, but and I just remember him from college Miami of Ohio because he played great against Kentucky in that tournament, that NCAA tournament game. I think he had 35. I'm more of a college guy. Obviously, you're more of an NBA guy, right?
Yeah, well, I follow the NBA a little bit.
Trevor Hill. He's got 4 points. Backdoor to Kyle Road, wide open. Put it up and some contact there by Kelly and no call.
That was one heck of a pass right there.
Great pass. 29-24. Dunbar by 5 with 2:42 to go here in the first half. from the 43rd District semifinal game. The winner moves on to the district final tomorrow, Friday night. We'll have both those games right here on PrepSpin. Here's Darius Williams, knocks it down again. That kid is unreal. That's why he's a Mr. Basketball finalist. 12 points now for Williams. Just when the team looks like they're getting back in it, Williams knocks down a big three, and that is on the evening his 4th three-pointer already. Down low to Rode, posting up, hook shot, Kyle Rode. That's 15 for Rode. He leads everybody in scoring.
Well, Kyle Rode had 25 the other night against Tage Creek. He's just trying to continue to do what he does best in that score.
Another deep three by Williams, off the mark this time. Hall tracks it down. Good hustle there by Alston Hall, the 6'4 sophomore. Hill works it very slowly across the big L here. Nice crowd in here, but it's not capacity like I thought it would be. Thought this place would be standing room only. Hunt's long three, and that's back of the rim. No, he had a good look at it. Rebounded by Tavion Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth to the basket, throws it up. It rolls in. Are they going to count it?
No, it's on the floor.
Yep, foul on the floor. LCA shooting 65% on 11 of 17 shooting.
What's Dunbar's percentage? Any idea?
Yes, Dunbar is only 45%. 32-26. And that's checking in for Lexington Christian Academy is Pence Dalton. I believe he's only a freshman. Was it? I believe it's Pierce, sorry.
Pierce, yeah.
To the basket, Hollingsworth up and in, I tell you. They can't let Dunbar continue getting to the basket like that, will you?
Yeah, there's going to have to be
it's
some
stops. It's going to be a long night if they do. 34-26, Dunbar by 8.
Got some kids.
Kids just kicking up here behind us. Rebound by Hollingsworth.
He almost got you, Mr. Ball.
Minute 6, and Lewis throws it up. No, and foul called before the shot.
$34-26. It's been entertaining, though, this first half.
Yeah, every time LCA pulls close, though, it seems like Hollingsworth nails a big three.
Yeah. Coach Valentine talking with the official over here.
Yeah. Yeah, he's upset about something. Minute 3. First half, Dunbar up by 8. Their biggest lead has been 10. Backdoor alley-oop. Lewis can't handle it. Rebounded Hall, rips it away, and King's going to be called for a foul. Dontel Brown. Big Dontel Brown whistle for the personal. 56 seconds. That's the thing about setting up way up here. I mean, you're right in the middle of all the fans. Really, it's like being in the middle of the fans up here.
Yeah.
Especially when they stomp the whole game. Somebody needs to control that young man. Hill to Rode. And bad pass, another turnover. That is 7 turnovers now by LCA. 34-26, 36 seconds in the first half, and Dunbar is going to take the lead into the locker room. It's either going to be 8 or more, as it looks like they're going to pound this thing down, take the last shot here, 27 seconds. 8-point lead here. And I definitely am going to talk to some, I'm going to play peacemaker here at halftime. 18 seconds. 34-26. 13 seconds. Down to 10 seconds. In the corner, here's Hollingsworth. 3, no. Rebounded by Rode. Cal's got 3 seconds. 2 in the front court. Throws it up, and it rolls off. That would have counted had it gone. We're at halftime, and it's 34-26 Dunbar leading here at halftime on the PrepSpin.com Game of the Week. I'm glad the kids decided to move up there. My goodness. We'll be back with halftime, 34-26, and the lead is for Dunbar here at halftime.
I am Lee, and I'm happy with my smile.
And I'm other Lee, and I ain't happy with my smile.
I went to White, Greer, and Maggard, and they fixed my smile for me.
And I never smile, and that's why I'm having some alone time here at dinner.
I love that I can go to White, Greer, and Maggard with all my questions.
And I love that I don't have to brush my teeth at night.
Don't be like this, me. Go to White, Greer, and Maggard for a picture-perfect smile.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 496 Kentucky schools.
Over 282,000 students benefit from Whitaker Bank's Kentucky education initiatives.
Whitaker Bank has contributed almost $441,000 to education programs for the advancement of Kentucky's youth.
We share your passion, Kentucky.
Love the bank that loves you back.
Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
I am Lee, and I'm happy with my smile.
And I'm other Lee, and I ain't happy with my smile.
I went to White, Greer, and Maggard, and they fixed my smile for me.
And I never smile, and that's why I'm having some alone time here at dinner.
I love that I can go to White, Greer, and Maggard with all my questions.
And I love that I don't have to brush my teeth at night.
Don't be like this, me. Go to White, Greer, and Maggard for a picture-perfect smile.
Gary Ball with William Warfield back here at halftime, 34-26. Dunbar's biggest lead was 10. They lead here at halftime by 8. Let's take a look at some numbers. The numbers for this ball game: Dunbar from the field, 12 of 27. That's 44%. They are 8 of 15 behind 3. So they hit 7 threes, William, in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Only 1 in the second quarter, but they're 8 of 15 behind the three-point line.
Man, and you know, that was a pretty good showcase of the long-range shot, and especially in that first quarter for both teams. Both teams are on par tonight hitting those threes.
Hollingsworth had 10 points, 12 points for Darius Williams, 8 points. So the big three has combined for a total of 30 of the 34 points. Lewis, Hollingsworth, and Williams, 30 of the 34. And what a big game for Cal Road, the freshman. 15 points. That leads everybody. 5 rebounds. Needs a little bit more help, though, William Warfield. I mean, you got him with 15. You got Hall with 5. But you got big Trey King did not score in the first half.
Yeah, they completely shut down King. Now, King did have a couple of big-time blocks in that first half, but King has not been a threat so far offensively. He's just got to find, and what he did well in the previous games against Dunbar and what Dunbar's really capitalized on tonight is those baseline jump shots. He ain't seen those tonight.
And rebounding, the edge goes to LCA 12-10 because Kyle Road has 5 rebounds to go with those 15 points, so he's headed for a double-double. Those are the numbers. Let's look at some other particulars from the first half. And LCA, well, you wonder why they're down 8. They have not shot a free throw in this game. Not one.
Yeah, no, they haven't been to the line at all.
Dunbar has only shot 2. They're 2 for 2, but LCA's got to get to the line in the second half. They got any shot at winning this game. The district finals are set up for Friday in the girls. It'll be Dunbar girls against Lafayette girls at 6:15. We'll have that game, and then at 8 o'clock, the Lafayette boys have punched their ticket, and they would take. If Dunbar pulls this one out, it'll be an all Lafayette Dunbar final, boys and girls of the 43rd district. If Dunbar is able to pull this one out, I think LCA's got a lot of fight in them. I think this will be a great second half. I apologize for getting here a little bit late, but I had some TV work to do, and I'll tell you what, it is a lot longer from WKYT to Lafayette High School than you realize until you're in a hurry.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're talking about out on Winchester Road.
Yeah, way out Winchester Road.
Yeah.
Way out past the interstate. I thought it would take me 15 minutes. It took me about 25 with all the lights and stuff. But I made it. I was a little bit late. You had the capabilities there for a couple minutes.
Yeah, we've had it, and that's what you call teamwork. Though.
That's right. we've enjoyed this tournament. We'll have all the 11th region next week. The draw is Saturday morning. And, of course, you can see in the Herald Leader what the matchups are going to be. And the PrepSpin, of course, we'll have all the 11th region over at Eastern Kentucky University. Boy, it's going to be a great 11th region tournament, and you just never know. You just never know who's going to join us on the air next week on PrepSpin as a color commentator. And that's all I will say.
You bringing Darren Douglas back?
Well, D-squared's a given, but got some other big names that I'm working on, Mr. Warfield. I think we're going to be able to have them sit in. And,
right.
Of course, everybody in the country knows one of them, so I hope he's able to do it. We'll try to work it out with him. But
you bringing Cameron or Rex? That's the question.
Well, like I said, we'll announce it Friday night, okay?
I saw, yesterday, and I can say this because Rex Chapman is kind of affiliated with LCA a little bit. It's because Matt Rose. Matt Rose is his nephew, right?
Yeah.
And so here's the thing is yesterday was the anniversary of Rex Chapman scoring all those points against Chicago, the Bulls, back when Chicago only had 7 losses on the year. Remember that?
Yeah.
The big year?
Right.
Well, the Miami Heat that year, which was a team that Rex Chapman played for, Rex went off, had like 50 points in the ball game, and that was their 6th loss of the season in that game. So how about that? Yesterday, the anniversary of that.
And just a couple nights ago, Anthony Davis hit a franchise record 59 for the Pelicans of New Orleans. So UK guys, and everybody raving in the NBA about Karl Anthony Towns Jr., and what a player he is. Well, Kentucky has 25 players in the NBA, I believe. That's more than obviously any team has in the NBA.
Oh, yeah, and Cal's all about it, too. If you ever walk into the practice facility over there, it's everywhere, man. He's got blown up trading cards on the wall.
We'll come back with the second half. It is Paul Lawrence Dunbar 34, Lexington Christian Academy 26 here at halftime. We want to thank, of course, Bob Roberts Insurance over in Richmond, Kentucky. Bob Roberts Insurance. They insure half the great state of Kentucky. Bob Roberts Insurance. We'll be back with second half action on PrepSpin, the White Greer Maggard game of the week after this timeout.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter. Locally owned and operated since 1972.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
Dunbar will start the same 5 that started: Hollingsworth, Williams, Lewis, Dontel Brown, and Kelly. Lexington Christian will counter with Cal Road, who had 15 points in the first half. Trevor Hill, Austin Hall, Carter Hendrickson, and Trey King.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, I know we got a young lady sitting there and blocking the camera, so live TV, right, William?
That's live, man. About as live as you're going to get.
Hollingsworth out to Lewis, back over to Kelly. Swinging, they skip it over the right side to Hollingsworth, back to Lewis, over to Kelly, and he launches. No, rebounded though by Williams, throws it up off balance, and Darius Williams he's definitely on his game tonight. He's got 14.
Big performance, but you expect that from a Mr. Basketball candidate.
And a senior.
Yeah.
Kyle Rode with 15 points, works it across the line, looking for Hill. Well, Lewis really getting after Hill, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Lewis, a great defender.
Intensity Central.
King knocks it down. Trey King gets off gets in the scoring column. First basket tonight for Mr. King.
Well, that's a feel-good basket there for Mr. King. We'll see what he does with it.
Hollingsworth to the basket off glass. Good. Tavion Hollingsworth, the junior. Is there any doubt he'll be a Mr. Basketball candidate next year?
Oh, there's no
doubt about it.
Yeah.
38-28. Dunbar lead back to 10. That equals their biggest lead. They've enjoyed that a couple of times tonight. Gary Ball, William Warfield. I think Dr. White's going to join us this quarter, isn't he?
I believe so, yep. I seen him down along the baseline a little bit ago. So we'll see.
6:42 in the third quarter. 38-28. Bulldogs on top. Christian McBeath in the game now for the Eagles. Trevor Hill. McBeath. Hendrickson. Carter backs in, got away with a walk. Here's a steal, though, by Lewis. Lewis took it away from McBeath. Goes in, misses the dunk, rebounded by Hill. Good defense by McBeath to make sure he didn't dunk that ball. Kyle Rode lost it there for a moment, but picked up by Hill. That was good hustle there by McBeath to get back and avoid that dunk.
Yeah, McBeath got back, but he could have been posterized.
Yes.
There.
McBeath into the lane, ball knocked away by Lewis, and a travel call. 6:10 to go in the third, and Dunbar being led by their Mr. Basketball finalist, Darius Williams. He has 14 points, 5 rebounds, and Cal Rode, the sensational freshman leading the LCA attack, 15 points, 5 rebounds. LCA leads the rebounding 13-11 edge there. Out top, that's off the mark. There's Brown rebounding, throws it up. That might be a jump ball.
Yep.
I thought he was tied up, but they're going to call a foul, I believe. I don't know about that one. It looked like all ball from here, and we got a pretty good angle on that one.
Yeah. That's going to be on Hendrickson, Carter.
Yeah. You like this Hendrickson kid, don't you?
I do. You know, I think he's got a lot of talent. I think he's going to be one of those guys that next year and the year after we're going to be talking a lot about.
We're talking a lot about him now.
Yeah, we're talking a lot about him now. I think he's going to be one of those focal points of him and Kyle. And
Brown missed the free throw, got the second one. He's got 5 points, 4 rebounds. A lead 11. That's the biggest lead Dunbar's had. They've had a 10-point lead a couple of times. Now they lead by 11, 39-28. King in backcourt. Henderson knocked away by Hollingsworth, dumps it back to Lewis. Lewis reverses it up and in. What a great move by Jordan Lewis. What a great pass by Hollingsworth.
Yeah, he made it happen right there.
And here's a steal by Brown. He goes on Hendrickson, put it up and in. Dontel Brown will get the soup and the sandwich. Dunbar, big-time spurt here. That's what they're so good at, those runs. You got to be able to withstand those runs by Dunbar, William, and you just hope LCA can withstand this one because now the lead is 15, could be 16 with the free throw, and it is.
Might be seeing the third quarter haymaker here from Dunbar.
Kyle Rode over to King. They're in that full court pressure, and they got those quick hands, does Dunbar. King hands it back to Carter Hendrickson. Back to Rode. Cal. Rode, he has 15. 5:20 to go in the third, and this quarter has been dominated by Dunbar. They lead 44-28. So they've scored 10 points already. We haven't even played 3 minutes. One basket by LCA. That was a jumper by King from about the free throw line. Rode. To Hall, down low to King. He hesitates, lays it up and in. Good job by Trey to let the defender go by him there and lay it up. 44-30. Dunbar, Hollingsworth, back to Kelly. Out of the corner, Williams. There's another three, and it rolls off. Tapped around. Brown's got it. Powers it up. No. Great block there. I believe Hendrickson got a piece of that one.
Yeah, Hendrickson got a piece, and Trey King was able to cradle the rebound.
Carter goes down on Brown. Hang. Blocked there by Lewis. Picked back up, though. Hill launches from 15. That rolls out. Rebounded. Stuck back short there by Carter Hendrickson. Point-blank shot, and 6'5" Hendrickson couldn't get it to drop.
I think he was thinking Lewis.
Hollingsworth, three good. Tavion Hollingsworth makes it 47-30. Dunbar fans along the way really fired up now. 17-point spread. King to the basket on Brown, throws it up and draws the foul. I think Hollingsworth's going to pick it up.
Yeah, Hollingsworth went, a slide on that. He went back about 10 feet.
I know one special guest we're going to have Friday night in the boys district final. Donnie Atkins, the athletic director of Fayette County, is going to join us for that one, I believe.
I'm looking forward to that.
Girls game will be the Lafayette girls and the Dunbar girls. That'll be at 6:15. We'll get do you want us to get a special guest on that, or you just want to do that one with me?
I like the special guest, man. You always surprise us.
We'll have a special guest for that one, too, then. Friday night at 6:15, Lafayette Dunbar. I tell you what, King knocked down his third point, looking for the fourth at the line, but it's 47-32. I mean, wait, it's a tight ball game. You look up all of a sudden, Dunbar's up 17 points. You know what I'm saying? They just do it that quickly. Hollingsworth. Of course, we saw him play in that traditional bank tournament over at Catholic, and they won that over Trinity.
Mm-hmm.
They've been ranked number 1 various times this year.
I wonder what the stat is on teams that have won that went on to win the state championship.
Well, I know Trinity won it the year they won state. They won that tournament that year.
That's what I was thinking too.
Road, Hill, fakes it. Trevor penetrates. That's Julie's son, right? Julie Hill, not his mother?
Yeah, that is. And I was thinking Cath did it one year too.
Hill, long three, got it! Huge, big three-pointer.
Hey,
Trevor Hill.
You were thinking Julie Hill there, and Trevor Hill, her senior son.
I was just asking if that's his mother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I say Julie?
Yeah.
I meant to say Trevor. I just said Hill.
No. I meant before that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I was going to say, the three-pointer was by Trevor. If Julie made that three-pointer, then there's something going on here we need to figure out here.
I was going to say it's that.
I don't know if she's got any eligibility left.
She's got that oil that she sells.
I know she's a Zija rep, I believe.
Zija rep, Amio Oils.
I tell you who's really Robbie Davis.
Yeah, Robbie.
And he really pushes that Zija product.
It's good stuff. I drink it.
I haven't been in that hospitality room up there, but I understand they got some goodies up there tonight.
Man, you're missing out. They got the wings up there tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
They got the wings. They got the potato soup.
Scholastic Ball Report will be Saturday at noon on the CW. Scholastic Ball Report, Madison Central's Team of the Week. Blake Benson from Model, tennis star and basketball player, had a 4.0 last semester, is one of the scholars with Grant Brockman of Central. Grant Brockman is a Governor's Scholar. We got a feature on the Hazard Perry Central rivalry and from WIMT. Brian Milam did a feature out here with Jenny Williams from UK Sports Medicine. All that coming up. Plus highlights, of course, of all the district championship games Saturday at noon on the best high school sports show in the state of Kentucky, the Scholastic Ball Report. It's not even close, is it?
I tagged you on that Harrison Lane play last night that made everybody step up, on their feet.
Oh yeah, was that the one we made the three, then got then the no look behind the back wraparound pass, bounce pass? What a play that was!
No look pass to Ross Jenkins.
Yeah,
that was sweet.
Ross Jenkins, another Governor Scholar. Speaking of Governor Scholars,
I heard he could fish too.
See do they have a bass fishing team here at Lafayette?
I don't know.
It's a sport now. Brown missed it, rebounded by Hendrickson. Dontel Brown with a nice move, but used the left hand, couldn't finish. 2:45. Rode, and he knocks it down. Kyle Rode just in. The thing about it, though, when you're that close to the three-point line, step back a little bit, make it another point. But Kyle Rode has got 17, speaking of Rode.
He saw the tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel, and it led to the
I tell you what,
hoop.
Good run by Dunbar. Nice little run here by LCA to cut it down to 10 after it was 18.
That's one thing that LCA has done all year is they have allowed teams to get a big lead, but it never has put LCA to sleep.
Jordan Brown right there for Dunbar. He is a senior. Darius Williams, left elbow, backs up, and it rolls off. Tap. Good rebound by Carter Hendrickson. How tall is Carter? They list him at 6'5", is that right?
Yeah, he's probably about 6'6", 6'7", though.
King tries to dump it out the road, and Hill there to save it. That's a good job there by Trey King not to go up against three defenders,
Mm-hmm.
Just kick it back outside. Rode with 17. Over to Carter Hendrickson. He loops it over to Hill. Hill to Rode. Kyle looking. Backdoor goes to King. King goes on Brown. Little hook shot. Front of the iron, no. That would have cut it to 8. Minute 33 here in the third quarter. Dunbar leading Lexington Christian 47-37. Gary Ball with William Warfield here on PrepSpin. Ball knocked away there by Trevor Hill.
Dunbar had them up on the ropes. They couldn't put them away.
Yeah, you mentioned a haymaker, but they didn't deliver it, did they?
No.
LCA's battled back behind their superstar Kyle Rode, the freshman with 17 points and 6 rebounds.
This one may go the distance.
He leads everybody. 15 for Hollingsworth, 14 for Williams, 10 for Lewis. The big three have combined for 39 of the 47 Dunbar points. Minute 8 to go in the third. Brown's free throw line. They swing it back to Jordan Lewis. I still got to find out if Jordan's related to Donnie Lewis that played at Dunbar a few years ago. I just remember Donnie was a really good player, like Jordan.
Yeah.
Darius Williams to Dontel Brown. Of course, Brown played football for Dunbar. They ever hire a new coach over there at Dunbar? I'm hearing rumors.
Yeah, I think it's just rumors right now.
Williams, baseline, hanging and scoring. Darius Williams. What a big-time player. He already looks like a college player.
Yeah, he does. Somebody said Pete McGillicuddy.
McGillicuddy. That'd be a surprise hire.
Put in.
Hendrickson lost it. Steal by Williams. He goes in, loses his balance, and Hill didn't know he was going to stop. We're going to have a foul called as Williams goes down hard, and Williams is going to be shaken up a little bit, no doubt.
They say that that's intentional foul right there, but that was not an intentional foul. That's just two guys. Two guys that met.
Darius lost his balance, and as he stopped, Hill was and Trey King's walking gimpy too, but that was just two guys hustling right there. I don't know about the intentional.
Hill's not that kind of kid anyway. No. I know that for a fact. That was not an intentional foul.
Somebody jumped the gun on that intentional foul.
Yeah, that referee right there jumped the gun on that.
Yeah, I don't think that was intentional at all.
There was a pause by Williams as he's going to the basket.
Coach Valentine's still waiting for an explanation. And the officials are going to meet about it. And I think if they get it right, they're going to say it's a foul, but not intentional.
Yeah. It was
two guys.
I think Williams was just surprised to see Hill that close, and Hill was surprised to see Williams there.
Exactly. You called that exactly, and I used to officiate, as you know, so that's not an intentional foul because you got a guy hustling Hill, a guy that lost his balance and is falling down, Darius Williams, and they could. If I got an intentional foul for every time I hit another player on another team, I'd got an intentional foul every game at Boone County.
Yeah. What hurt right there was Hill was up high, Williams was down low as they met. And we were talking about football where you just got a big football tackle there out of it.
Well, let's see what Coach Valentine wants to.
Hopefully Williams is all right. He's getting up.
Yeah, he's had a spectacular game, 16 points. He'll go to the bench. The trainers are working on him.
But the intentional foul, I mean, come on. There's no way that's an intentional foul.
Coach Valentine is still talking to Clayton Brooks. Coach Chalk is out there talking to Rick Chastain. They still haven't told us. I guess they're going to keep it as an intentional, which I do not agree with. Yeah, I do not agree with that at all.
This is a situation where they need to look at it, something,
Well, have you got it on film?
Yeah, we do.
But we're not down at the scores table. We're up top, so we can't let them look at our monitor, can we?
I mean, if they wanted to, they could, but I don't know if.
That's a critical point of the ball game to call intentional foul. 49-37 here late with just 24 seconds in the third quarter. And LCA can designate a shooter as well and it'll be Gadd to shoot it. Jared Gadd, the freshman, will shoot the technical. And he rolls it in there.
Williams shaking up, but I promise you, Mr. Ball, that was not an intentional foul.
It was not. I agree. I mean, we try to be as politically correct as possible, but sometimes it's just, you got to call it like it is. 50-37. So Dunbar leads by 13. Darius Williams down on the end of the bench being attended to by the trainers. And Gadd has checked in. He was able to knock down one of the free throws, but of course with that intentional foul, Dunbar will keep possession. Coach Valentine still talking to the officials, and he's shaking his head like,
I don't think that he's going to be able to
win that war
there, because it was called immediately, and the official just got it wrong. It was just a spur of a moment thing.
Lewis working on Cal Road. 16 seconds in the third. Dunbar is going to take the lead into the final quarter. It's going to take a big-time run by LCA to pull this one out. Down to 8 seconds here in the third. Lewis. Dontel Brown sets a pick. Lewis. King cuts him off. Lewis, underhand pass knocked away. Rhodes got it, and it's knocked away there by Lewis. We head to the final quarter, and Dunbar, Darius Williams is injured. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to come back in, but Dunbar leads 50-37. 8 minutes to play here. We'll be back on the White Greer Maggard High School basketball game of the week from the 43rd District.
I'm not happy with my teeth. They're not straight enough.
Let me fix them for you.
No. You are not White, Greer, and Maggard.
I'm sort of like White, Greer, and Maggard. I'm local, love smiles, love to fix things.
No.
Sorta you isn't you. White, Greer, and Maggard, where a beautiful smile is just the beginning.
Hi, I'm Lee, and I'm happy with my smile.
And I'm Other Lee, and I ain't happy with my smile.
I went to White, Greer, and Maggard, and they fixed my smile for me.
And I never smile, and that's why I'm having some alone time here at dinner.
I love that I can go to White, Greer, and Maggard with all my questions.
And I love that I don't have to brush my teeth at night.
Don't be like this, me. Go to White, Greer, and Maggard for a picture-perfect smile.
But it wasn't intentional.
Welcome back, Gary Ball, William Warfield. Now, Dr. White joins us. How you doing, Dr. White?
I'm doing great, Gary. How are you?
I'm doing great. LCA, let's see if they got a run in them here to start this fourth quarter. They're down 13. Pass goes to King. He's double-teamed, whistle away from the ball. I think Kyle Rowe got roughed up by somebody down there. And a foul's going to be called on the young man that replaced Darius Williams. You know, that was a collision. If I got an intentional call on me every time when I played, I would have had an intentional call on me every game because I was always running into somebody.
I agree. It was definitely a hard foul, but I think Trevor was just he's anxious to get to him, and it's a hard-fought game.
Hendrickson, the three out of the right side, won't go, but there's Kyle Roden, and it's going to be a foul called on Dontel Brown as he got a piece of it. And looking at some numbers here, and White, Greer, and Maggard, of course, high school game of the week. Thank you for all the help and sponsorship all season long with White, Greer, Maggard here on PrepSpin.
It's our pleasure.
Let's look at some numbers. Rode has 17 points, Dr. White, and he has 18 now. He's not your typical freshman.
No, he's not in any way, in the way he performs or his stature.
Exactly. I was about to say that. His size.
Oh, he's
about
huge.
6'4", 6'5", thick young man. And he got them both. Let's make it 19 for Cal Road, and let's make it a 50-39 ball game. Dunbar on top here, 43rd District. Winner gets Lafayette Friday night for the district championship. Also, the winner here goes on to the regional tournament. And Gadd out of the right side, an air ball, whistle, and it's going to be a push-off down low. I think Dontel Brown, the big football player, was trying to clear out down there, and he's going to be whistled for the foul, so good break there. 7:37, and I think if LCA can get it down to 8 points here in the next couple minutes, this thing could get very interesting.
Yeah, there's a run left in them for sure. If big thing that LCA has to do is overcome the athleticism that Dunbar has. Very quick, very athletic.
King's got it on the high post, spinning around there, goes down low to road. He spins, Kyle turns, it rolls off with it, stick back up and in, and they're going to call a over the back on Trey King instead of giving him the basket. King just kind of looks a little perplexed and like, okay. I mean, all I'll say is it's kind of hard to go over number 4 for Dunbar. He's a big young man, 6'5". But, well, the call's definitely not going LCA's way here, and their fans are letting the officials know about it. So is Coach Valentine.
Yeah, it's the same official. I was here for the game the other night, right. And this is the same official that they had issues with then.
So Jordan Lewis works it across, comes over now to Jordan Brown. Brown works on Carter Hendrickson. Brown angles left side, goes to the basket, little floater, no good, and nice rebound there by Trevor Hill. Good court awareness there to come up with that rebound. He works it across the line. Hill, the senior. He doesn't want this to be his last game in an LCA uniform. Road, he'll be around for a few more years. Over to Carter Hendrickson, the sophomore, and he dumps it now. And King Hanks scores. He will get the soup and the sandwich.
He'll go to the line for a three-pointer the old-fashioned way here, Gary.
The John Houseman way, right?
Yes, exactly.
He earned it.
He earned it.
50-41. He can make this an 8-point ball game, Mr. Warfield.
I think one of the things that Dunbar has done that's taken them out of rhythm is they went into the field forward four-corner there a little too early with 3 minutes still remaining in the third quarter.
Listen to this, Doctor. King held scoreless in the first half. He's got 9 points in this second half. Dump down low. Kelly Hangs throws it up and in, and he's fouled. And that basketball count for one of the top soccer players, all-state soccer player, Justin Kelly, also an honor student, 4.0 student at Dunbar. The reason I know that, I had him on my TV show about a month or so ago. He's a nice young man. What a soccer player. But this is not soccer. This is basketball, but he's pretty good at that too, as you can tell. Missed the free throw, rebounded by Rode. Rode now in this ball game, 19 points, 9 rebounds for Kyle Rode. Rode skips it over now to Hall. Hall looking, needs to get it across the timeline. Hollingsworth dogging him. Hall kicks it in the corner to Rode, and we're going to have a timeout. Coach Valentine wants a timeout. 6:26 to go here on the White Greer Maggard High School Basketball 43rd District Game of the Week here. We want to thank all of our sponsors here on the 43rd District. 11th Region Tournament starts Monday, Dr. White. And you've got, of course, the winner here moves on to the 11th Region. You punch your ticket. Lafayette with the big win over Lexington Catholic. They punched their ticket to the 11th Region.
Yeah, that's very impressive. And that's what makes this game right here so important is you got to win this. If you don't win this, your season's over. And for the seniors, their high school career is over.
Yep.
And it starts to really sink in this moment right here as you get down into a tight game, just really what it means for Trevor Hill and the likes.
You know, White Greer and Maggard, I really appreciate what you do for the community and all the things you've done for a lot of different schools. And, you know, it's one thing to – I mean, you can put your dollars in anything you want to, but it's one thing to put them in the youth, and you guys certainly back that up.
Well, we love what sports does. We love the character that it builds in people.
King taps it up. They tried an alley-oop, and it was thrown behind a little bit by Rode, and he wasn't able to come up with it. White Greer and Maggard. High school game of the week, 6:13 to go in this one, 52-42. They skip it over to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth goes in, and it's blocked by King, and I think we're going to have a foul called on Trey King. King, a junior, you know, when you look at LCA, other than Trevor Hill, pretty much everybody's back next year.
Yeah, they are, and they're going to get a lot better. They're going to get a lot bigger. They're athletic. Some of them are young, and they're still growing in their bodies. Tell you what, Kyle Rode is just a man among boys out there, though. And to think that he is a freshman, still has 3 years remaining after this.
He leads everybody with 19 points and 9 rebounds, and we still have 6:07 to play.
He's got such control over his body for a guy that age and that size.
Yeah, you're right. And the thing he has also for a freshman, he has a basketball IQ off the charts.
He does. His ability to see the court, all over the court, and the passes that he makes, it's unbelievable for any high school player, let alone, once again, a freshman.
This young man at the line will be a super player as a senior. We're talking about Tavion Hollingsworth. He's a junior. He's a Division I product, and he'll be a senior next year. Of course, Darius Williams was injured on that collision with Hill, but he goes down to the end of the bench now like he might be checking back in a couple of moments. Both free throws connected, so that extends the lead for Dunbar back to 12 after LCA had it down to 8.
Dunbar's just been very impressive this year with what they've been able to accomplish, the teamwork that they play with, how well they go after the ball. Just right there, they're just after it every single play.
King throws a bullet down the road, and a little bit he probably wanted to throw about a 85-mile-an-hour changeup, and he threw a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and even Kyle Rode couldn't handle that one.
I've gotten to know some of the Dunbar folks this year through their the media board that they have at the school, and just some really nice folks over there as well.
Almost a steal out front. Hollingsworth to the basket, throws it up and in, and that's what he's so good at. When he takes it to the basket, it doesn't matter how many defenders are there because he can contort his body and pretty much make any type of basket he wants to, like he did there.
Yeah, the ball had eyes. It found its way to the goal.
56-42. Dunbar up 14. And Carter Hendrickson had a nice look on that three on that last possession for Lexington Christian. He's got it on the right side, free throw line extended. Carter lobs it over to Kyle Rode. He launches a long three. He's got 22 now.
So pure.
Kyle Rode with 22 makes it a 56-45 ball game. Dunbar with 5 minutes to play. Down low, Kelly. What a great block by Hall. Rode spinning away there from Brown. Hands it back to Trevor Hill. Here's Hendrickson, three-pointer, off the mark. Rebounded by Dunbar's Tavion Hollingsworth. Down the lane, some contact there, and he throws it up, and the foul is going to be on Trevor Hill. And let's look at the foul situation.
That'll be his third, I think, Gary. The second one was that flagrant that was called on him.
Yeah, it's 3 on him. Good call there, Dr. White. And 3 on Hendrickson as well. Trey King, by the way, has 4 fouls. The only player in trouble is Dontel Brown. He has 3 for Dunbar. 4:38 to play. And Dr. White, what can LCA do here to climb back in this down 11?
This is going to be tough for them. They're going to have to definitely hit their shots, take advantage of every opportunity. They're going to have to be able to beat this press, no turnovers from here on out. And they're going to have to play great defense and prevent Dunbar from getting the ball down low, make them shoot from the outside.
Hollingsworth got both free throws. Let's look at free throw shooting. LCA's 5 for 5 at the line. Kings 3 for 3, Road 2 for 2, 9 for 12 for Dunbar, 4 for 4 by Hollingsworth at the stripe. 58-45. Long pass to Road, who's got 22, leads everybody. Hall, three-pointer right side, in and out. Rebounded by Hollingsworth. Well, they're wide open on these threes, and Dr. Whitney just can't get them to drop, except for Road, who's stroking everything tonight with 22.
And one of the issues that LCA has is that Trevor Hill is a natural 2, and he's playing the 1 this year. And he's one of the better shooters, but
That's right.
They have a very difficult time getting him open for that shot.
Darius Williams back in there. His shot went off, and it's knocked out by Dunbar. 4:09 to go in the ball game. The winner moves on to play Lafayette, both district championships girls at 6:15 between Lafayette Dunbar girls and Lafayette boys will take on the winner here. Both those games Friday night right here on the White Greer Maggard High School Basketball Game of the Week District Championship. Out of the right side, nice shot there by Alston Hall. Hall was 7 now, quickly the other way, and we're going to have a blocking foul called on LCA.
I think if he had held his ground there, they would have called the charge, but he leaned back just a little to avoid that contact.
It went on Hall.
Ball goes in, and he'll shoot free throw for a three-point play. It's a 13-point game now at 60-47.
And Williams now has 18 points. Hollingsworth has 21. Kyle Road leads everybody for LCA with 22 points and 9 rebounds. Free throw rattles in there, but Williams obviously walking ginger on that ankle. You got to wonder if he'll be 100% if they should win this and pull this one out, how effective he could be against Lafayette Friday night.
Oh, to be young again, Gary.
Yeah, you're right. He'll probably be fine.
He'll be great.
He'll be fine.
We'd be hospitalized. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I'd be. No telling what would happen to me. I'd be in a body cast. 61-47, and here's a steal by Dunbar. Long pass goes over to Clark, Vince Clark, and Dunbar wants to run some clock here with a 14-point lead. Kelly kicks it in the corner to Hollingsworth. Tavion double team. Hollingsworth in trouble. Throws it to King, and King comes out of there with the steal. King leads it back to Hill. Road calling for the ball. They get it to him, launches the 3. That's an air ball, but saved out of there by Carter Hendrickson. Turns and going to draw the foul. Good job there by. That was not a pass for you folks watching. That was definitely a Kyle Road shot that Carter Hendrickson pulled right out of the air like he thought it was a pass.
Now, Kyle might disagree with you. I'm sure he'd say it was a pass.
I would, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
I mean, listen to this body of work, though, for Mr. Road. That was his first miss from three-point range. He was 4 for 4 prior to that. He has 22 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. That's what you call a stat stuff.
That's ridiculous. It's so good.
Carter Hendrickson. I really like the upside of this young man. William Warfield's been telling me about him all season, and I think he's going to be a really good player after he develops more, like you said, physically.
Yep, I totally agree.
Got both free throws, makes it 61-49. 3:10 to play here in the 43rd District. Winner goes to the finals Friday night. Both teams, of course, move on to the 11th region tournament. Gets underway at Eastern. Brown in trouble, and Coach Chalk wants a timeout to bail him out, and he does. Scott Chalk. Of course, Madison Central's Coach Alan Feldhouse was named the 11th Region Coach of the Year this year. They're 19-11. They thought it was going to be a rebuilding year over there at Madison Central, and here he's got 19 wins, headed into the district finals Friday night against Southern, and also the 11th Region Tournament next week.
Yeah, that's impressive. Good pedigree there, though.
That's right. From that Feldhouse family with Darren, of course, a great UK player, and their dad ironically, their dad, Alan Sr., played at Boone County, the same high school I played my high school basketball. Right? Yeah, he was. I remember seeing him, Dr. White, on all the trophy cases and everything. He was obviously quite a player up there in high school.
Absolutely, and then who can forget Darren playing on the Unforgettables?
Yep.
And you still always see him on the eternal Leitner shot that you can't avoid every March.
And in the rafters.
Exactly.
He's got his banner up there.
Yeah.
He retired his jersey. 61-49. I tell you what, that guy mopping that floor right there was a pretty good player, too, at the University of Kentucky. The big guy there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. He played at Madison Central.
I didn't realize that either. So Dunbar, they're going to be happy to just milk some time off the clock. LCA looks a bit winded at this point in time. They got a big hill to climb in 2.5 minutes.
And Kelly right there with the ball, he never gets tired because here's going to be a push.
It'll be Hill's fourth.
So Hill has 4, King has 4, Hendrickson has 3, and personal fouls. Dontel Brown has 4 for Dunbar. 61-49. Dunbar 21 of 48, 44%. At the line, they are 11 of 14. LCA 18 of 36. Thanks to WL Stats for providing the stat monitor tonight.
This district, they sure get a lot of good seasoning just with the competition. They have to play night in and night out.
There's
just makes them much better.
There's no nights off in this district and region, are there?
Yep, there really aren't.
Long pass, saved there by Hall, gets it to Kyle Road. Back to Hall, back to Road, cutting through. Kyle lays it up and in for his 24th point. 63-51, 2:22 to play. Vince Clark, you remember Vinnie Clark in the NBA?
Yeah.
They called him instant offense. 14 is pretty much like that. He can give you that shot. He's got a nice shot. Just doesn't shoot a whole lot because you got the big 3, Lewis, Hollingsworth, and Williams. Williams and King, if they call a foul there on King.
Looked like he just tripped right over King's left foot.
That'll do it for Trey. That's his 5th foul. Yep. King has just fouled out. Good second half, 9 points, 5 rebounds, fouls out, and we're going to get Isaiah Hunt, the 6'2 freshman, in for Coach Valentine.
Got 2 minutes, 7 seconds left, Gary. 12-point game, and Dunbar's on the foul line.
That big fellow we were talking about, by the way, just came back to me. That's Marquise Estel that was out there with the towel. When you get old, things come to you a little bit later, Dr. White.
I got all synapses aren't firing either, Gary.
64-50.
I was still trying to figure it out.
Marquise Estel, what a player. I think he still holds the record at the University of Kentucky for field goal percentage, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm going to go with anything you say.
It was like 68. I just remember it was like 68, 69% from the field because everything he shot was that little baby hook around the basket. He never missed. 6'9". He's out of Central. Check out, of course, the Scholastic Ball Report, the only TV show that highlights all sports Saturday at noon on the CW. Madison Central, our team. Here's a steal by the Microwave. Gives over now to Williams to the basket. Left hand good. Darius Williams, and that may just about do it. That puts Dunbar up by 16. And here's another steal. Williams to the basket. Left hand again. Rolls off. Battle for it out of bounds. And the official is going to give it back to Dunbar.
Yeah, this is about when Dandy Don would start singing.
Yep. Turn out the lights.
The party's over.
Yeah, I really thought, I mean, it's a good crowd, but I really thought when I drove in here tonight after taping my TV show that this place would be jam-packed. A little disappointed in that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I am too. This, especially given the 2 games that these teams have played previously, where LCA has had the lead in the second half in both of the previous games.
And UK's not playing tonight.
No.
Minute 32. Dunbar looks like it's going to be a Lafayette-Dunbar showdown in the 43rd District Final Friday night, both boys and girls. Good steal there, though, by Hall of Lexington Christian. Gives to Hunt, a minute 20. Hunt in the front court. They need to get some shots off quickly. Hill knows that, launches the 3. Got it! Trevor Hill. 67-54, minute 12 as Hill knocks down the 3, cuts it to 13. We'll return here on the White Greer Maggard High School Basketball Game of the Week, and thanks to Central Bank, and also thanks to Whitaker Bank. Minute 12 to go, 67-54.
Tonight's 43rd District games are being broadcast on
All right.
Great job. Great job.
Hi, I'm Lee, and I'm happy with my smile.
And I'm other Lee, and I ain't happy with my smile.
I went to White Greer and Maggard, and they fixed my smile for me.
And I never smile, and that's why I'm having some alone time here at dinner.
I love that I can go to White Greer and Maggard with all my questions.
And I love that I don't have to brush my teeth at night.
Don't be like this, me. Go to White Greer and Maggard for a picture-perfect smile.
Thanks to Dr. Greg White from White, Greer, Maggard joined us here on the game. Did a great job color commentating. We got to bring him in more, Mr. Warfield.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's around basketball a lot, my friend.
Yes, he knows his basketball.
Yes, sir.
Well, 67-54.
You know he was honorary assistant coach with Coach Cal, didn't he?
I figured he had some basketball connection because he knew the game.
Yeah,
he agreed with you and I 100% on that intentional foul.
Oh, yeah.
67-50. I mean, that's not going to change the outcome of the game, but still, at the point of the game it happened, you know what I'm saying? Late in the third. 67-54. LCA led in both these games in the second half, but this has been all Dunbar. Hollingsworth to Dontel Brown, and he's going to be grabbed there by Carter Hendrickson. I mean, you look at that lineup out there, other than Trevor Hill, who just knocked down the three, everybody else is back. King will be back, who fouled out with 9 points and 5 rebounds. But listen to this work by Cal Road. 24 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Stat stuffer.
Yeah, it is.
Dontel Brown knocks down the free throw. He has 9 points and 5 rebounds.
And we don't want Darius to think, hey, we were calling it against him, but it was just this is a bad call by the official, but we're glad Darius is all right and he came back in the ball game and was able to.
Minute to go.
Yeah.
Are we going to try to do any post game tonight, or are we just going to save that for Friday night in the finals?
Yeah, I think we get some interviews on camera and upload them and save it for the finals, my friend.
Gotcha. 69-54, 44 seconds, and William Warfield looks like it's going to be a Lafayette-Dunbar showdown in the girls' 43rd District Final Friday night at 6:15, and a Lafayette-Dunbar boys 43rd District Final, 8 o'clock, 43rd District Boys Championship Friday night.
Well, it's been a good year for Coach Valentine and his Eagles, and you know what? They're going to be the team that is out there next year.
Good move there, too, to get Justin DeMoss, the senior, in there for LCA. I like that.
Yeah.
Big 6'4" senior. Cal Rhodes still in there with those 24 points. Mm-hmm. And also getting Justin Eiler in there, the senior. Getting the seniors in here, 44 seconds. Cal Rhodes. Back to Trevor Hill, the senior. Hill to the basket, scoop, and laid it in. Nice job there by Trevor to the basket.
Yeah, and I do want to say this out there, Gary, while we got an opportunity is, and let's just be honest, what a heck of a comeback Trevor Hill made. I mean, last year the kid went down, against Dunbar in their first matchup. He went down, he tore his ACL, but he put in so much hard work to get back this season. And, I mean, it's just a credit to his character. It's a credit to his willingness to work. And if you're a college out there and you don't pick up on Trevor Hill, you are missing out.
Well, one thing I like about him a lot is his mid-range jumper. That 15-footer is about as sweet and automatic as anybody I've seen this year in high school basketball. So if you don't like that, I mean, every college needs a kid that can shoot like that. So I agree with you. So he has not committed anywhere yet?
He has not committed.
Well,
he's wide open, and somebody needs to pick him up, I'm telling you. At the beginning of this is how much LCA's basketball has grown. At the beginning of the season, they had new point guards out there, Gary. They had to learn the system. They had to learn Nate's, Coach Valentine's system. Trevor Hill was kind of put in all kinds of different situations out there, and he handled them superbly. And he's taught the younger kids how to run this offense out there. And it's just, I'm telling you, this kid is amazing.
So Hill checks out, gets a standing ovation from the Lexington Christian crowd. They appreciate the hustle in this young man.
Yeah. Well, we were going to try to catch him giving his teammates a hug down here on the sideline, but he's getting a standing ovation from his fan base here, deservingly so.
24 seconds, Cal Rhodes, 71-56 Dunbar. And there's a long three, well off the mark there by Eiler. So 14 seconds. I think LCA will just let Dunbar run it out. I don't think they'll foul here, down to 10 seconds. And Dunbar's going to head on to play Lafayette in the boys' 43rd final. Both teams move to the regional.
Big game tonight from Dunbar, and Just proving again, Gary, why they're the number 1 team in the state.
Yeah. So Dunbar wins at 71-56. Thanks to all of our sponsors tonight as well. We'll come back with post-game numbers and stats and wrap it up here. Dunbar 71, Lexington Christian boys 56.
How about that, Gary? Just a moment real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Coach Valentine right there gave Darius Williams a big hug just now and told him that he's sorry that he went down like he did.
Yeah, great sportsmanship by Coach Valentine. We'll come back with a post-game wrap it up here. Dunbar 71-56 over Lexington Christian. We'll be back on the White Greer Maggard High School Basketball Game of the Week.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Pick it up in all sports. Pick it up in all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter, locally owned and operated since 1972.
Gary Ball, William Warfield, thanks to Dr. White from White Greer Maggard for joining us on the broadcast as well. He did a great job. And Dunbar wins at 71-56. Cal Road, what a ball game. 24 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. He did it all tonight, but it wasn't enough. 12 points for Hill, the senior, who graduates this year with 12. King had 9 points, 5. All of Trey King's points, William, in the second half. He was held scoreless in the first. Carter Hendrickson with 4 points. As we said, 12 for Hill. And looking at Paul Dunbar, they got great balance again. Tavion Hollingsworth, the sensational junior, led him with 24 points. Darius Williams with 21. And Jordan Lewis with 13. And Dontel Brown with 10 points and 5 rebounds. So 4 players in double figures for Dunbar as they win at 71-56.
I really like Dontel Brown. I think
he could be the guy that, if they get to the state tournament, he could be the X factor for them. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Let's look at its shooting here, William. 22 of 50 for Dunbar. That's 44% from the field. 9 of 20, but remember, they were 7 of 11 in the first quarter. Really, those 7 3-pointers in that first period, I think, when you look up there, the 15-point win, that's the difference in this ball game. They had 21 points from 3 in the first quarter.
Yep.
Finished with 9. Looking at their free throw shooting as well, they were outstanding, 18 of 23 from the free throw line, and that is 79%. Rebounding, LCA out-rebounded them, 27 plus 7, 27-20. Of course, Kyle Road had 9. And how about looking at other rebounding, 5 for King, 5 for Hendrickson, 4 for Hall. So 14 big rebounds from King, Hall, and Hendrickson, and 9 for Kyle Road. They out-rebound them 27-20. 8 steals for Dunbar in the basketball game as they win it. Also turnovers, Dunbar. Listen to this stat. LCA 17 turnovers. Dunbar, William Warfield, 4 turnovers in the entire basketball game. You're going to win a lot of games when you only turn it over 1 time per quarter.
Yeah, you will. You will. And credit Dunbar. I mean, again, they've proved time and time again why they're the state's #1 team. And, I really think that Dunbar is going to be – obviously Lafayette's going to be a big challenge getting out of the district, but both of them qualify for the regions. And whoever loses that game is going to be the most dangerous team.
No doubt.
In that 11th region.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So the 11th region starts Monday. We got the district championships Friday night at 6:15. It'll be Lafayette against Dunbar girls. We'll have that game. Special guest commentator Donnie Atkins is going to join us for the boys final, which will be Lafayette and Dunbar Friday night at 8 o'clock. So Donnie Atkins joined us on the broadcast Friday night. Big, and we'll have some huge. That's all I'll say. Like Donald, huge. It's huge. Next week at the 11th region, we'll have some big time guests join us.
Give me some hints here, man. Come on.
He used to coach at Kentucky.
You're not bringing in Billy Gillespie, are you?
No. But anyway, we just got some great guests. And Rebecca Cook from Franklin County. She's gonna join us on the broadcast.
Now she'll probably be playing
next
a
week
lot
as
too.
well. So looking forward to that. Yeah. So Rebecca King, but some great guests, and 71 to 56. Yeah, he just got on camera.
He said you guys still on air, and and you're famous.
You know what? Great job tonight. I know I missed a couple of minutes arriving from the TV show, but I think there was still 6 minutes something to go in the first quarter when I got here. So, but
you got here fairly quick, my friend.
LCA ends their season, but I tell you what, the future looks very, very bright for Lexington Christian Academy with all they've got coming back the next really several years over there. And Coach Valentine knows that. He's already he's in there talking to his ball club, but as soon as he gets done talking to the Eagles, he's thinking, man, I got some studs coming back next year.
Yeah, he's definitely got some studs coming back, and I know he's already thinking next year, and his team's going to be probably one of the favorites. I mean, they're top two. They're going to be one of the top 3 teams in the region, I think. But I tell you what, Gary, I'm going to have to tell those Bears to start watching out for you as quick as you got here tonight.
I know it. They've been looking for. Thanks to Leanne too with WL Stats. For giving us the monitor tonight. Will you be back Friday, Miss? Great. We'll be. Donnie Atkins is sitting in with us Friday night on the broadcast, so we're looking forward to that. And thanks to Leanne, WL Stats, they do a terrific job. And Dunbar wins it 71-56. It'll be Lafayette Dunbar girls at 6:15, Lafayette Dunbar boys at 8 o'clock. And William will have both those games right here on the White Greer Maggard High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Yeah, and thanks once again to Dr. White for setting in. And I'm going to go back and listen to it. I didn't get a chance to hear it, but
you want me to bring you a third headset? If you bring a split, I've got a headset.
I've got several out of headsets out in my truck. I just didn't bring in a three-way splitter.
Let's bring a third one in Friday night, so
we'll do it.
So we can do that.
Yeah.
Well, great job, William, and thanks, of course, to Lafayette for a great job running the 43rd District Basketball Tournament. For William Warfield and for Dr. Greg White of White Greer Maggard, this is Gary Ball. Your final score in the girls' game: Lafayette 52-20 as they knock off Lexington Christian in that one. They will play Dunbar Friday night, and in the boys' game, Dunbar knocks off LCA boys 71-56. For William Warfield, Gary Ball, thanks for watching the White Greer Maggard High School Basketball Game of the Week.